Hey guys, welcome to the 91st C# tutorial that I'm making for the new Boston. And in this tutorial, I'm going to be showing you how to access selected items inside of your list view, but in order to do that, we're first going to have to take a look at the context menu strip. So first off, we're just going to look at the context menu strip. And in order to create one, just drag it onto your form right here. And as you can see, it's one of those controls that you can't see, however it shows up right here. And in case you don't know, a context menu is basically the menu that comes up when you right click on something. And we're going to be using this context menu in order to access selected items inside of your list view. So basically the first thing that we're going to have the users be able to do with selected items is just get name of item. So now, in order to use this context menu strip on our list view, we're just going to have our list view selected and go over to the Properties panel, and go down to Context Menu Strip and choose the context menu strip that we just created. So now when we debug here and right click on this control, our list view, we should get the context menu that we created. Yep, we have that item, get name of item. We haven't programmed anything to that yet, but we'll get to that in a little bit. So what we're going to do right here is we're just going to double click on this, so whenever someone clicks on this item in the context menu, something will happen. Whatever code that we put in here will be executed. The first thing that we're going to do is make sure that there is an actual item selected in the list view. So we're just going to create an if statement right here saying if listview1.selectedItems.count doesn't equal 0, then we're going to do something. And in order to access selected items, you're first going to have to type out the name of the list view that you created. I just called it listview1. And then you're going to want to use the selected items property. And this returns a collection. So we're going to treat it like an array. So we just put in here the index of the selected items that we want to access. And it will always be 0 unless you're selecting multiple items, which we'll get into in the next tutorial. So we're just going to be accessing a single item. And then we're going to do sub-items, and this also is a collection, so we're going to put right in here the index of the sub-item that we want to access. And if we wanted to access the full name, that would be 0. If you wanted to access the age, it would be 1. If you wanted to access the email address, it would be 2. And if we had more, it would just continue on like that. The first one is just always 0, though. Remember that. So we're going to be accessing the name, so we're just going to put a 0 in there. And now we have a list view item. And we created a list view item up here. So now we can just use the properties inside of the list view item class, such as text. And this will basically just return the text of the list view item. So whatever is displayed in this full name cell right here, we should get in a message box. So we're just going to display that in the message box. So now when you debug here, it's going to add the person's name. I'll just do Adam Smith, and the age and stuff doesn't matter right now. So, alright, so now we can add this person. So now when we right click, click get name of item, we get Adam Smith. But if we don't have an item selected and click get name of item, nothing happens. You don't get an error because of this if statement right here. So that's pretty much all we're going to get into for this tutorial. In the next tutorial, we're going to be doing more things with selected items and things like that. So, see you guys.